Hello guys, welcome to our second lesson on percentages. Now if this is your first time watching my video, be sure to check out our previous lessons, whose links I'll provide in the description of this video, and join our math learning journey. In today's video, I would walk you through how percent increase or decrease problems are tackled. And after that, we are going to solve some questions to test our understanding on the concepts treated in this video. Now, I always say this, your support means the world to us. So don't forget to subscribe for more contents, like this video and other videos of us, share to your friends, comment with your questions and feedback, and then ring the notification bell to stay updated. Now let's get started. So we start by giving you two cases or two ways in which your percent increase or decrease question would be posed. Usually you have either a value being increased by a certain percent or a value being decreased by a certain percent. Okay. So let's say you have a value or a number X, and this number is increased by 8%. Then we see this is the result. The result is what? X multiplying 1 plus A percent. That's very simple. So we are trying to say that your answer will be X multiplying an expression, and that expression would be 1 plus A over 100. So let's say your A, it's a value. You divide your A by 100. So it will be 1 plus A over 100. And you know A over 100, let's say A is a single digit number. So your A would be 0. Your A over 100 would be 0.0 A. Okay, A. This is A. 0.0 A. And so therefore, this one would be X multiplying what? 1.0 A. This is A, okay. I'm just using it to explain the concept. I hope this is clear. Now let's move to the next case where there's a decrease. This is very simple. What you just do is to subtract, okay? Instead of adding, if it's percent decrease, so this is percent increase for you. Now, if it's percent decrease, it will be X, but then 1 minus your A over 100. Okay, A over 100. So that will be 1 minus 0.0 A. Okay, that will be X. Then 1 minus 0.0 A. Okay. Now, I would like to make mention of this. Usually, students make this mistake by thinking that percent more is equal to percent less, but this is not true. So let's say if 100, so let's say if 100, okay, if 100 is um now let me do this instead. Sorry. So if 50%, okay, sorry, if 50 is is um 50%, okay, is 50% less than, okay, less than 100, it doesn't mean that 100, okay, is 50%, okay, 50% more than 50. You don't make this mistake. The fact that one number is a certain percentage less than another doesn't mean that the bigger number is that same percentage more than. And I use 50 and 100 as an example here. Yes, 50 is 50% less than 100 because you find 50% of 100, you get 50. And then you decrease 100 by 50, you have your 50. So it's 50% less than 100. But then 100 isn't 50% more than 50. Because our reference value here is 50. Now, you have to increase 50 by what? 100% to get your 100. Okay? So that means you have to increase it by what? 100%. So that is telling us that, that is telling us um, that is telling us that 100 is actually 100% more than 50 or greater than 50. I hope you get that. Now, let's solve some questions. Okay, I forgot to talk about this. Now, this is the relative change formula. Okay. There are some questions that you'll be given a certain value. Maybe it was decreased by another value, it was decreased to another value, and you'll be asked to find the relative change. This is very simple. It's the new value over your old value. Okay, so your new value minus your old value, and you divide by your old value to get your relative change. Very simple. Now let's solve some examples on percent increase or decrease. Now, let's say this your x. So we'll solve the increase question, percent increase questions first. Then after that, we do the decrease questions. So with the increase, you have x increased by these numbers. So we know the formula to be x, then 1 plus your a over 100. Okay, a over 100. So immediately you are given the percent increase. You divide by 100, you add 1, and then you multiply by x. Okay, so our first would be x multiplied by, okay, x multiplied by 1 plus 50 over 100 would be what? 1, 2, 0 0.5, right? So 0 0.5. So your answer would be 1.5x, okay? 1.5x. Very simple. Now this, you just know that dividing this by 100 would give you what? 0.02. Okay, 0.02. You add 1 to 0.02, you have what? 1.0. So you 0.032. So adding 1 to it, you get 1.032. So your value would be what? X multiplied by what? 1.032. So you have 1.032x. And this will be your answer for percent increase by 3.2%. Now by 120%, immediately divide by 100, you get 1.2, you add 1, you get 2.2. So our answer is 2.2x. Now when a value is increased by 200%, you divide this by 100, you have 2, you add 1, you have 3. So your answer will be what? 3x. Okay? That's when the value is increased by 200%. Now we move to percent decrease, okay? Percent decrease. Now, it's the same thing, but you just subtract, okay? So in this case, you divide this by 100, you have 0.5. You subtract from 1, you get 0.5. So you have 0.5x for percent decrease by 50%. You have 0.5x, okay? Percent decrease by 3.2%. You divide this, you have 0.032, and 0.032, take it from 1, you have what? 9.0, I think 6, 8, okay, 32, yes. So 9.068. So your answer will be 9.068x, okay? Percent increase by 3.2%. Now the third one, percent decrease. Percent decrease by 120%. Same thing, you divide by 100, you have 1.2. 1 minus 1.2, okay? 1 minus 1.2. You have a negative number, okay? You have a negative number here. So you have divided by 100, you have 1.2. 1.2. Now you take this from 1, okay? I'm very sorry, with this, you subtract from 1, I think you have 0.936 instead. Sorry, 0.968 and not 0. And not 9.68. So this wrong is 0.968x. Okay? Now with this, first of all, you divide by 1.2. Sorry, you divide by 100, you have 1.2. Then you have 1 minus your 1.2. Okay? And you have negative 0.2. So now you multiply negative 2. So you have negative 0.2x. You have negative 0.2x. Now, with the last one, it decreased by 200%. So you divide by 100, you have 2. 1 minus 2, you have negative 1. So you multiply x by negative 1. So you have negative x. Okay? And this would be your value. Now let's say you have you are asked to find the relative change, and then let's say 50 was decreased to 30, okay? From 50 to 30, and you've been asked to find the relative change. Now you have 50 minus 30 all over what? 50. So you have 20 over 50, which would be what? 0.4 or 40%. Okay, or 40%. So that's how you apply your knowledge on percent increase or decrease to solve problems. So immediately you have the value. It's very simple. Let's say you've been asked to find 500. A number has been increased by 500%. Now what do you multiply by the number to get your results? You just divide this by 100. You have what? You have 5. You add 1 to it. You have 6. Then you multiply the 6 by your value. Increase by 900. So let's say increase by 0.3%. 0.3% over 100, you have 0.003. Then you add your 1. You have 1.003. Then you multiply by your x, and you are good to go. That's how you solve percent increase or percent decrease questions. And that's very easy. If you like this video, make sure to tap the thumbs up button below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share our videos to your friends so they could also learn. And then we all learn together. See you in my next video. Bye.